These archetypes have hidden contracts with you. They serve you even as they sabotage you. They are familiar, like an old childhood blanket, scratchy, frayed, yet comforting because it's what you've always known. Your soul is longing for expansion, but your survival patterns are clinging to the walls of your comfort zone. The AstroLife Blueprint doesn't just reveal the archetypes, it helps you to see how they are woven into every part of your life. How you lead, how you love, how you create, how you receive. It's like reading the cosmic script you've unconsciously acting out and then finally getting to edit the next scene. So I ask you, are you ready to start turning the page? Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to another episode of Moments of Awe. I am your host, Catherine Plano, and today I am inviting you on a journey, not outward, but inward, to a place where ancient wisdom and modern self-awareness collide in the most magical way. So let me ask you, have you ever paused and wondered why the same struggles circle back into your life? Why certain people or situations feel like déjà vu, even though you've done the work and tried to break free? What if I told you that these patterns are not random? What if they are coded messages inscribed in the stars, waiting patiently for you to decode them? You see, there is a map of your life, a living, breathing blueprint that whispers through every choice, every relationship, every high and every heartbreak. This is what we call the AstroLife Blueprint. It's a sacred tool that merges the wisdom of the stars with the art of coaching, guiding you to uncover the deeper why behind your challenges, your strengths, and your blind spots. But here is the twist. This is not astrology as you may have known it. This is not about predicting your future. This is about unlocking the deepest truths of your psyche, revealing the patterns you unknowingly play out, and guiding you to finally consciously rewrite them. The beauty of this blueprint is that it helps you understand you, your essence, your story, your projections, your patterns, and the psychological archetypes that may be subtly running the show. So today we are going to unpack it together and give you a taste of how this powerful system can illuminate your path and how you can help others find theirs too. Insight number 1, the archetypes you birthed and how they shape your inner world. So here's the truth I need you to sit with for a moment. Every psychological archetype living within you today, you created it. Yes, you. And not out of failure, weakness, or brokenness, but out of love and survival. You birthed these archetypes in the moments you felt you had to adapt, protect, or even armor yourself to navigate the world. Some of these parts were born in childhood, others in moments of heartbreak, betrayal, or challenges. And some have been with you so long that they feel like your personality. But beneath it all, they are stories that live within the cosmic architecture of your chart, quietly influencing your thoughts, behaviors, and choices. So let me show you how. And let's start with first house. The house of self-identity. The face you present to the world. So here lives the mask, the archetype who taught you that it's safer to be liked than to be fully seen. This mask might show up as a chameleon, the person who changes depending on the room they are in, or the achiever, always performing for approval. in shadow, the mask whispers, if they see the real me, they'll leave. So let's keep them happy. But in its light, this house offers you the power to fully claim your authentic self, unapologetic, radiant, whole self. So, where are you still hiding behind an image that no longer fits? So now let's shift to the second house, the realm of self-worth, abundance, and security. Here, we often meet the imposter archetype. This part of you ties your worth to the tangible, your salary, your achievements, the house you live in, the clothes you wear. The imposter tells you you'll be worthy once you earn more, once you prove yourself, once you achieve that next thing. But you see, the wound here is never about money or success. It's about the fear of not being enough just as you are. So where in your life do you feel like you're constantly proving your value? And now let's move into the seventh house, the mirror of one-on-one relationships. The people pleaser often takes the stage. You might be the one who avoids conflicts at all costs, who says yes when your heart says no, or who sacrifices personal desires to keep the peace. The people pleaser learn early on that harmony is safer than authenticity. But what is the cost of shrinking yourself to maintain love? So in which relationship are you currently compromising your truth for acceptance? And lastly, let's descend into the eighth house, the house of transformation, power, and intimacy. Here, the saboteur often lives, especially for those who fear of being vulnerable. The saboteur sabotages deep connections or financial stability before anyone else can take it away. Better I burn it down first, this archetype says, than risk being betrayed. But in its light, this house holds your alchemist, the one who can transmute fear into trust, scarcity into abundance, and protection into power. So where do you keep yourself distant from true intimacy or abundance because deep down you're afraid it will be taken from you? So now, what do we do with these archetypes, and what do they all have in common? They are your creation, born out of necessity, crafted from love. But here's the deeper question. Are you still parenting them, or are they parenting you? And are these patterns guided by choices or by your choices today, even though the danger they were designed to protect you from no longer existing? So the question is, are these patterns guiding your choices today, even though the danger they were designed to protect you no longer exists? So the AstroLife Blueprint shows you where these archetypes live in your chart, how they weave through your life story, and how they can shift from protectors to allies when brought into awareness. And this is just the beginning. Insight number 2, why we stay loyal to the archetypes we outgrew. So now you've met them. The mask, the imposter, the people pleaser, the saboteur, the archetypes you once birthed to protect yourself. But here's the tender truth. Even when we outgrow these roles, we cling onto them. Why? Why do we keep replaying these same old narratives even when they make us feel small, exhausted, or even disconnected? Because beneath the surface, these archetypes don't just offer survival. They offer comfort. They offer familiarity. They offer a sense of control, even when that control is keeping us locked in cycles of limitation. Think of a child who learned early on by being invisible kept them safe from criticism or rejection. As adults, they still wear the mask because even though it costs them their authenticity, it feels safer than the unknown. Or the leader who overworks and chases success tied to the imposter archetype from the second house. Yes, it leads to burnout, but it also gives them external evidence they are worthy, because without it, they fear they'll crumble under the weight of unworthiness. And here's what the AstroLife Blueprint helps reveal. These archetypes have hidden contracts with you. They serve you even as they sabotage you. They are familiar, like an old childhood blanket, scratchy, frayed, yet comforting because it's what you've always known. But there's always a payoff. For example, the people pleaser avoids conflict and rejection but sacrifices true intimacy. The saboteur avoids the vulnerability of deep love or wealth but settles for isolation or scarcity because it feels safe. Let me share a story. A client once came to me struggling with feeling unseen at work, and despite years of experience, promotions passed them by. When we explored their 10th house, the archetype of the workaholic emerged, tying their value to endless striving. They feared stepping into visibility and leadership because part of them still carried the mask from the first house, afraid to fully be seen for who they really were. And in their mind, they thought, if I am invisible, I cannot be judged. And this is where the AstroLife Blueprint shows you the pattern and the thread to pull. The blueprint reveals these layers. It shows you how your 4th house wounded child might be influenced by your 7th house people pleaser, and how your 6th house perfectionist might be feeding the 10th house workaholic. It is all connected. And this is where we begin the true unraveling, because awareness is powerful, but healing requires honoring why you're still loyal to the old story. It's not about blaming the archetypes. It's about understanding them with compassion. So which archetype feels hardest to let go of for you at this moment? And what is the hidden comfort it gives you even now? What I will say to you is this. At some point, the familiar becomes the prison. Your soul is longing for expansion, but your survival patterns are clinging to the walls of your comfort zone. The AstroLife Blueprint doesn't just reveal the archetypes, it helps you to see how they are woven into every part of your life. How you lead, how you love, how you create, how you receive. It's like reading the cosmic script you've unconsciously acting out and then finally getting to edit the next scene. So I ask you, are you ready to start turning the page? Insight number 3, how the AstroLife Blueprint illuminates your hidden story. So now you may be wondering, how does this actually work? How does this magical blueprint help me shift from unconscious patterns to conscious empowerment? Let's walk through it together. The AstroLife Blueprint is a multi-dimensional map. It reveals where your energy is being expressed and where it's been suppressed, where you feel fulfilled and where you feel out of alignment. It begins with a simple yet powerful question. What part of your life isn't working for you right now? Is it your relationship, your career, your sense of self-worth, or personal purpose? Wherever the gap is, the blueprint will help you uncover the root cause. So let me walk you through. There are 12 houses, and these 12 houses are 12 areas of life that mirror key aspects of your journey. So the first house is your identity and how you show up. The second house is your relationship with abundance and worth. Your third house is your communication style. Your fourth house is your home, family, and emotional roots. Your fifth house is your creativity and joy. Your sixth house is your work, health, and service. Your seventh house is your relationships and partnerships. Your eighth house is your intimacy and transformation. Your ninth house is your beliefs and higher learning. Your 10th house is your purpose and career. And your 11th house is your connection to community. And 12th house, your subconscious and spiritual healing. So here, what you do is you first rate your level of satisfaction in each house. Then you rate how much you value that area of your life. And when you compare these two lines on the blueprint, that's where the gold is. This is where the biggest gap between what you value and how fulfilled you feel. Where is your energy leaking, or where are you overcompensating with archetypes like the perfectionist, the people pleaser, or the saboteur? So I'd like to bring it to life with another story. Let me share another story with you. Sophie, a coach who came to us feeling frustrated about her business wasn't growing despite her talent and hard work. And when we worked through the AstroLife Blueprint, she discovered a significant gap between how much she valued purpose and leadership, which is her 10th house, and how satisfied she felt there. The deeper we explored, the more she saw how her 6th house perfectionist was driving her into burnout, constantly working behind the scenes but never stepping into the visibility of the 10th house leader she longed for. So through coaching and unpacking her chart, she realized her loyalty to perfectionism was rooted in a fear of being judged or rejected. And once she worked through this pattern, Sophie restructured her offers, increased her visibility, and finally started attracting aligned clients. So her outer world shifted because her inner world did. So this is an invitation for you to unlock your own blueprint inside this free workshop. And this is where your journey truly begins. If you're ready to decode the hidden patterns in your life and shift from unconscious habits to conscious creation, we invite you to join us for a free Astro Coaching Mastery Foundation workshop. When you register, you will receive your own AstroLife Blueprint, which is a personal map that will help you identify where your energy is flowing, where it's being blocked, and what part of your inner world are ready for transformation. And in the workshop, we will unpack your blueprint together. You'll learn how to spot the psychological archetypes woven into your story. You'll explore how your chart reflects your blind spots, strengths, and sacred contracts. And you'll discover how to begin shifting your narrative and talking more aligned with your actions. So whether you're a coach, leader, or a personal growth journey, this workshop will give you your practical tools to create change both within yourself and with the people you serve. And all you need to do is click in the link below in the description, register for the free workshop, and complete your blueprint before we meet. So let me ask you one final time. Where is your life calling for a shift? Is it in how you love, how you lead, how you create, or how you receive? The answers are closer than you think. They are written in your stars, and we would be honored to help you read the map. So thank you for sharing this moment of awe with me. If this conversation touched your heart, share it with someone you care about and subscribe to stay connected. And take that next step by registering for the workshop today. Together, let's unlock the blueprint and create transformation from the inside out. Until next time, keep listening to the stars and to yourself. Namaste.